All right. We're live. What happened last time was Vaughn and
we had some chats.
Something to say.
Holson's trying to deal with her fucking shit, and she's just trying so hard.
That was the big thing I remember. As Vaughn and Holson had a chat, and then I went to go recruit a new member, who now we have Alistair, a blacksmith on our side.
Mm-hmm.
Who is an artificer of some sort.
What was it? Also, Elliot has got some fun little abilities.
Oh yeah, he can have people switch abilities for like a round.
Yep.
How long until my kitten gets some hand-eye coordination?
Maybe never.
Yeah, you got a while.
Okay.
You got a while.
She was chasing a fly, and she has no idea how to catch that fly.
Yeah.
Okay. So we recruited Alistair and his sister. His sister is doing a thing where she's just watching.
His cousin.
I was just gonna say, I thought it was his cousin.
And it's Alistair with an H.
Alistair?
Alistair. I will type it in chat.
We recruited him, and his cousin is watching. His cousin's watching on the sidelines with Quill. She's taking notes or something for some reason. I didn't ask why. Not my business.
Mm-hmm.
All right, if that's what you want her doing, that's what we're gonna have her doing.
Yep. That brings our number to 8, and having someone who can maintain gears, not a bad thing.
I think it's 9.
Oh. How is it 9?
No, it's not 9 because she's not on the party. She's not in the actual group itself.
I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about Blood.
Blood?
Yes, Blood.
Oh, Blood.
He exists.
Blood's gonna get fucking killed.
He's not gonna get killed as long as I make sure he doesn't get killed.
It's probably best you leave Blood with a thing, because that also means an easy knockout for people, though, if they focus on him.
Yeah, leave Blood with Quill.
Is Quill not playing?
No,
Quill's playing.
No.
Quill
Okay,
is
I'll
specifically
leave
he's specifically taking notes in the stands.
I'll
I'm
leave Blood with Quill if he would like to be left with him.
He's funny, but
Then I will do that. Because I don't want him to die. That would be very sad.
And remember, in this competition, things happen. They're not a stickler about someone killing someone else.
Don't make a habit of it, but, I mean, an accident's an accident.
Accident in quotes is an accident, and Gallon is planning on some accidents.
I am also planning on some accidents.
There's a certain brother of Belos that he doesn't like.
If we're gonna, above board, if we're gonna save Belos, I think we're gonna need Hamlet or Hemlock.
Hamlet.
Yeah.
Yes.
To be or not to be?
is the question.
It's not Hamlet's question, though.
Yes, I missaid it, and I apologize.
No, we'll just make fun of you. It's okay.
Yeah,
thanks.
mercilessly beat you with words.
Alright, so are you going to leave Blood with Quill so he's not in any danger?
Yeah, I don't want to kill him, you know? I like the little guy.
He's just a tad weaker than the rest of us.
Just a bit.
I think he's like at level 3, and the rest of us are level 8.
He's just a guy. He's just a little familiar.
I know, but that's one of the reasons I think we should probably leave him behind. He's just a guy.
You get to take your familiar.
It's not familiar. It's an actual combatant that levels up with us.
Blue's been leveling up.
Yeah.
Has he?
He's a little guy. Yeah.
Blood has a weakness, like a legit weakness that he has like vulnerabilities to and everything.
So do you if I try hard enough.
Yeah, but if Blue gets hit with a hammer, that doesn't end very well.
If you get hit with a hammer, it doesn't end very well.
Vaughn's a hard guy to hit with a hammer, though. Well, he's supposed to be a hard guy. Lycan hits every attack.
I can't help that. Doesn't matter if it's physical or not. I can't help that.
But I will leave him with Will, even though he is a perfectly capable fighter.
You did have that other guy you were scouting, if you remember who it was.
I do remember who it was, but I don't think we didn't want him.
So we didn't want him, he didn't want us.
It's not that he didn't want us. It's that I literally said he was not the Plank King, but the God King's kid, like nephew guy, and then everybody was like, "No, when do you know?" I am trying my best.
He is a high priority target.
It's a king of a sort. But yeah, everybody was like, "He's a high priority target. No, we're gonna be targeted. No," and I was like, "Okay, well, alrighty." I fought for him and got declined. But I think this is all the people we're gonna have, so we can, I guess, fight.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any literal last minute things anyone wanted to do?
I think I had to roll something.
Right, you need to roll me a Tinkerer's Tools check.
Right, you're making something out of his teeth.
That is not going to be enough to shorten anything. We're going to have to do the 5 days.
Alright, so I don't have it ready for the tournament for the first round. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can surprise them for the second. I'm intrigued to see who we go up against.
Everyone.
Yeah, but it's who do we run into, essentially?
Well, we could run into beasts, too. There's 2 category beasts. Smaller ones that count as single KOs for an individual, and big ones that can count as a team KO.
I just gotta kill one guy.
You can knock him out.
We'll see.
Yeah, and these beasts vary depending on where you're at on this island.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't know how much they vary. So, either way, with that all said and
ready.
done, the morning of the games starts.
Is upon us.
Is upon you as you hear the bell chime once more, ringing throughout the streets, throughout the Citadel.
And it's only first level stuff once they start. Like,
We sort of revert back to level 1.
Sort of.
Yeah, there's a reason I say sort of.
Mm.
We keep our HP and everything. And a lot of our abilities. It's just we can't use anything past first level spells. So only 1 attack per round instead of extra attacks, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. If you are multi-class, you get all your multi-classing stuff.
Yeah, but your cantrip damages
Is nerfed as well.
Yeah, it's not at the It's not at 2 dice. It's at 1. So Eldritch Blast is 1 blast until.
Yeah, I'm mostly just thinking because I also have first level wizard stuff. So
So you'll have access to your first level wizard stuff as well as your first level warlock.
I am triple classed, so getting 1 level will be real good.
Quadruple classed.
But you know, we also have.
Oh, and that's a thing. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no. We also need to make sure though when it comes to Perry and Cayenne Kayan doesn't need any KOs. She's already pretty much at damage cap. The only thing she'd benefit from is maybe getting multi-attack at level 5, but she needs 4 KOs for that. But the one we need to make sure we get popping off sooner rather than later is Perry.
Yeah, because then she literally every turn is just.
We also need to get Me Too knockoffs if we want my support abilities, such as Tiny Hut and stuff.
Is important. Gallon will be important, but first level, and am I only allowed to use 5 points of lay on hands, or do I have all 40?
You have all 40 at the end of like your thing, but currently you're only able to use 5.
Shit.
Real quick before we do start, I am going to change out one of my spells. I'm going to change out Ashtarlon Stride because while it seems like a cool ability, it's not going to be useful here at all. I'm going to choose another low level spell. Anybody have any recommendations? What do you want?
What?
Any spell.
I don't know.
Any spell that can be cast by sorcerers, warlocks, or wizards.
Oh. Not sure.
What's the one that Quill has? The one where you can switch teleport?
That is Vortex Warp.
Yeah, I'll take that one. Because that one is useful against both enemies and allies. Okay, I have that spell now. Then that's that's all my prep. I switched that out.
Does anybody know off the top of their head how many first level spells at first level a wizard gets?
2.
You don't revert back to that many. You just have access to your first levels.
Yeah, so I still have all 12 of my first level cure wounds.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that, like, so I can cast as many first level spells as I can cast as like an 8th level person.
Which is 4.
If you have the first level slots, yeah.
Okay.
And then you have your spell.
For you, it might be 6 because your warlock spell levels or spell pack slots might lower down to first level 2.
But she's not using slots.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I don't
right.
use slots.
Right. Using spell points
I have
now.
I have something wildly different. Like, I understand my warlock one super easy. It's the
so
wizard
whatever
one.
first level spells you have, that's what you have going in.
Okay. So then I have
how many first level slots do you have?
4.
And that you have all those open.
Okay, I have 4. Okay, well, I'm gonna pick 4 first levels then.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that I have?
You should, yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. So I have my spell, so that's cool.
Yeah, but it does hurt me as a monk because I only have 1 key point at the moment.
Okay, well then I have no other questions. We can start.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, that's
So-
so light.
That is a lot. As you all gather
Like,
together
so light
before
in it.
5 in the morning, basically, with a fleet of different, what is it called? Airships at your disposal. Each team, there is a plethora of teams here. Far more than you've seen in the actual arena when things got called.
Quick question. The KO told everyone about Hallister, right? And we met him. Assuming we met him beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay, just double check.
Yeah, he came with me back to the inn or whatever we're staying at to meet you guys.
Last name was Crestwick, right?
Yep.
Crestwick.
He had a very short introduction. He basically looked at your guys' weapons, things like that. He
He's looking
did
for a specific
mention.
He's looking for a specific maker's mark that he has to destroy.
Mm-hmm.
That great sword that Galen has.
Oh.
Hmm?
Oh. What?
Yes, he asked for it.
He asks for my sword.
He asked for your
Draco-
great sword,
The draconian one.
the draconian one,
Why does he ask for that?
so he
That's
can
a
destroy
mark.
it.
It has a maker's mark. It was created by something that he hates.
Wait, does he see my maker's mark?
He does. He actually mentions it. He calls it a
doesn't want to-
Triskel.
He doesn't want to destroy mine.
Nope.
Okay. Weird.
I did warn him that destroying yours would not be an easy task because you can just remake it.
What, mine?
No,
He's not asking for the executioner's sword.
Wait, he's asking for the executioner's sword.
No, he's
No.
asking for the great sword. He is not asking for the executioner's sword.
Alright, yeah.
yeah, he wants
I-
the serrated greatsword that we took from the draconian.
I gotta about that thing, sure.
You're cool with that?
I'll just hand it to him.
Okay. You see him take the hammer, and as well as a interesting looking chisel, and kills the sword.
Oh, like actually.
Basically.
No, it's not hard to kill the sword. You basically destroy the spine, or you would pop it off from its handle, basically, which renders it to just a slab of metal.
What does he do with the pieces?
Eat some, I don't know.
He takes the pieces and puts it in his bag. He doesn't tell you what he's going to do with them.
Suspicious.
But he says he's going to dispose of this garbage.
Well, you're welcome.
Galen, you get smith, right? You have smithing
Yeah.
tools?
Yeah,
Proficiency?
Yeah, I do have proficiency.
It's a more recent one, right?
Yep. And I have
Uh,
craft tools.
to give you, because you are proficient in those, give me a history with advantage to get a sense of his level of mastery.
Nine.
Whatever it is, it's fucking higher than yours.
Yep.
That's so insulting.
Not really.
Galen literally just became proficient.
Oh. Okay.
If he said that about his carpenting skills, Galen would fucking fist fight him.
I feel like
Yeah,
Galen is
there's
running
only
this
one
fight.
person in this world that
Anybody right
claimed to
now.
have better carpentry skills than Galen, and that's Francis.
Well, this guy's not a carpenter, but he does have woodcarver's tools.
Yeah, but that was Galen's profession when he he took pride in his work before.
You can definitely tell that he is of a level equal to your profession in what he's doing.
Alright. It's why Galen was able to meet a rich, fancy lady. He was good at his job.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, there are two people here that can roll me a history check for the name Cresswick.
Ooh.
That would be Vaughn and Olson.
On and Wilson. I'll roll a history check. I don't know what I'm. I don't know.
Right now.
I
Just regular history. Okay.
No.
I'm gonna add a D4 to it.
Again, like in this entire
Just for
tournament,
funsies. Where the fuck is my D4?
What?
You had what?
This entire tournament, I'm not taking my my helmet off.
Right?
Like this entire time,
18.
the packed mask has been on.
Rolled an 18.
18, and then what did we get for Vaughn? 3. Man, that's unfortunate.
He's doing his best.
Wholesome. You've heard of the name Crestwick and their moniker. They make very valuable and unique items for adventurers. They don't necessarily do it for grand amounts of money, and they don't make that many, but they do make them specifically for each adventurer, specifically to their talents.
What do they make?
Magical items, weapons.
Oh,
Fancy.
For adventurers and their specific talents.
To basically form fit what would work the best for that adventurer, rather than like selling wholesale on like.
I'm pretty sure maybe they sell their items cheap, but then when reselling the item,
The resale value would be terrible because it's made custom.
They're very much like heirloom type weapons.
She'll say something like, "Oh, well, that's kind of like an heirloom weapon or something."
wait, what do you mean by that?
I mean, the company doesn't really do things stock. It's very much made for the person.
And who are we currently talking about? The guy who broke the
Yep. Alistair Crestwick.
So Alistair, you specialize in weaponry.
Weaponry, items, things of that nature. That is the family business.
You said Crestwick, not Crestwood.
Crestwick. It's
Got
right
it.
there in the chat.
I spelled it wrong. It's okay.
Heirloom type. What does that mean?
It means ones that go down in your family
Yeah, I get that, but
and
the items
are readjusted.
do you craft them for by request or what you feel fits?
What fits. That's our family. That's how we do it with all of the teachings that we've had throughout the ages. We have basically dealt with adventurers of many different calibers, and those that were deemed worthy and have done great service gets one of our weapons or items.
Would you ever be willing to make us a weapon? Or, well, me.
I can do commission, but it's just going to be whatever you'd like. For something to be fit to you, it has to be worth my time. It also has to actually fit you.
Alright.
Kind of like how I told Kier over here that his weapon wasn't made for him. Made some adjustments and it helps.
What would you do to this? And Galen will pull out his sword.
There's a long laundry list of things that needs to be done to that thing. But it'll require specialized material.
I like to think that I kept good care of it.
It's in good care. With a weapon that needs to be treated, well, with care, because it also cares for the master that it's wielded by.
Oh yeah, my wife's soul's in it as well, so...
What?
Oh yeah, needs extra care.
Like, looks at you for like a solid, 10 seconds longer than you feel comfortable.
Gallon doesn't feel uncomfortable. Gallon is a faceless man with one horn looking at this man. He feels like he's getting looked in the eyes, but he doesn't see eyes.
He doesn't flinch. You're an odd duck, aren't you?
That is what everybody keeps saying.
No, I'm asking, are you an odd duck?
I would say I am.
Alright. Well, there's techniques to do things with it. Her. But currently you haven't shown me that you're worthy of their time.
Maybe you'll see that by the end of this competition.
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, thanks for this.
You're welcome.
And you gather your team, and you go to the place where everyone is gathered together. You have your 3 different teams. The team that Elliot was on had just barely under a number of, what is it called, numbers? Just in teammates in general. So they picked up 1 more. They picked up a
Was it Volta's
centaur.
guy? Oh.
No.
I know who that centaur
No,
is.
I don't think anybody really wants the God King. Nobody wants the God King.
And then,
We know that centaur.
Yeah, you do know the centaur. It is the Lady Green Knight with the Thorn Lance. Tristara. And she looks nervous.
Understandably.
And Miska has brought on several mercenaries of her own, such as Harask. Harask.
I thought Heroes was with the other group.
Harask is with the other group.
That's Monty.
Yeah, with Monty, Scratches, and the other companions, Theseus, Shem. Few mercenaries. They'll gather up.
Has Vaughn been made aware of Akir's? Vaughn's been made aware of Akir's psionic connection ability, correct? I believe so.
I believe you have it. I know you absolutely have because we did a thing with
Okay.
in your head.
All right. The reason why I say that is I recommend to Akir to set up a link between Miska. What was your girl's name? Also,
Atine.
Atine. So between Miska, Atine, and preferably Vaughn himself, at least those 4. So that way, while we're in this early stages of preparation, we can still communicate with each other without actually saying anything between the captains of the team. of each team. Did
I heard you.
okay?
And I heard you.
I heard you.
I think Mickey's distracted. With Kitty.
I did. I muted myself by accident. Or the cat stepped on my mute button. How dare it?
Oh.
Sabotage has
tuckered out
begun.
now.
He doesn't know.
Well, she's all tuckered out now because she's been having the zoomies for like the past half hour.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
baby
I know it. I know.
But okay, so I set it up for the next 2 hours. The 4 of us have that link, and then I can spend a side eye to relink us to do another relink later.
All right. So, because each team is given an opportunity to look at the map before we head onto the boat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Each and every one of you has a clasp, not a clasp. It is a bracelet that is locked onto your wrist that gives you your current location on the map itself.
Mm-hmm.
It does not give you the locations of your allies. And it powers on. Looks to be run by some sort of gem.
So there's a map on the gauntlet that we can see.
Yes. It makes a minor illusion.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So while we're getting those, I'll just tell Miska and Wholesom's lady, whose name I keep forgetting.
Ateen.
A teen.
Yeah, Alistair. And then I will. I'll let the both of them know that we need to change our meeting location because where we were planning a meeting was leaked.
Mhm.
So we need to find a new place, and when we get the map.
Mm-hmm. Again, so probably aim for these mountains. Those mountains I mentioned.
I'm going to refer to the person on our team with the highest wisdom right now, and therefore the highest survival.
Hi, Vaughn.
Yep, that would be Vaughn.
Yep. So I have Vaughn set up a meeting group where we'll try to gather.
Mm-hmm.
And
Leon,
so the northern mountains or the southern mountains?
The southern mountains, eastern point of the southern mountains.
Okay.
I can't see the map, so I can't ping it. But
yeah, I pulled it up on art. So I'm just
I brought it up on art too, but I can't ping it on the thing. But
so we're meeting on the right side of the genie's belt.
Yeah,
the southern
exactly.
Mountains looks like it's covered in. The south side looks like it's covered in ice and fire, though.
Maybe it is. You don't know.
Yeah, the west side of those mountains looks like volcanic activity. I'm trying to avoid that.
Well, that means that the creatures there, the monsters we run into, are going to be stronger.
Mm-hmm.
So be prepared for that.
That's why it's the meeting point where all 3 teams will be together. Does that make sense?
That's the plan.
Yep.
That's the plan. And you can give them visual images too. So as you look at the map, you can be like, all right, I'm going to ping you here. This is where we're going to meet.
Mm-hmm. And if any one of them have any kind of recommendations or thoughts, the point is, I feel like it's a tactical place to be. It's close to the center. It's within spitting distance of the center of the map, which is going to be a very valuable location, seeing as we don't know the location of the pickup on the 3rd day.
Mateen asks if basically your plan is just to hold there and not go anywhere else.
No, that's just going to be the most tactical out of the way location for the start of the 2nd day, where instead of going south, each team can head northward and head a spread out pattern to go and get because the first day is to focus on meeting up with teams and then coming up with plan. If any team on their way to the mountain is able to get one of those tokens from another team, by all means, but to avoid losing it, at the very least, focus on each team getting together to protect each other at night, right? And on the beginning of the morning of the second day, to spread out northward, and then meet up at a different location on the map that could be discussed on the eve of the first evening or the morning of the second day, to try and focus on getting those tokens.
If we could capture some sort, if we could capture some sort of travel pass, that'd be a great place to hold up for a little bit, to try to ambush people as they try to traverse north to south, or vice versa.
Mm-hmm. That's the expectation. So, like, have an idea of like where everyone most likely would be in case there's like something happens and one of the teams can go and run to it. Like, have like a triple parallel path moving northward. Does that make sense? So with the expectation of like if something happens to one of the teams, they can pivot and move to the left or the right depending on which grid they have, and kind of do like a northward sweep between all three teams. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then on the third day is going to be the most dangerous day, because depending on where we are, we're going to be maintaining a hold on probably the most value, or we're going to try and maintain a hold on what's going to be tactically the most advantageous point at the beginning of the third day, which is the center of the map.
It also might be very beneficial for us to focus on trying to clear out that southern cluster of all creatures we find, because if they're going to be stronger there than the three groups working together, we can easily gain a lot of points for us.
That's the expectation. So aiming to start in the ruins, move towards the east on the first day through that desert area. If we can find some groups that wanted to be thinking that would be the easy place to hole in, you know?
Yes.
And then move northward through the mountains for the night. And then from the second day, spread out, and then move northward in like a three grid upwards north. So 3 columns northward through the forest.
How big did you say every grid is? Every square is?
It's an hour.
It's an hour's worth of travel.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yep.
For the most part, yeah. It's the issue that they're going to bring up is the fact that a lot of people are part of urban companies.
Yeah.
So those that live in the desert, Miska and like things like that,
Miska here
can do urban, but still thrive more out in the outlandish, like harsh desert environments.
The desert is great for us because our group again doesn't have a lot of stealth capabilities, so it'll be really hard. And with the wide open plains, it'll be hard for something to sneak up on us.
With a team, if they get points relatively early, they can thrive in areas where there is a fair amount of shadow and cover.
Yeah. Yes, she can.
So in that case, if it would be to their benefit,
it's a unfortunate thing that the most cover and where the open area is are completely opposite sides.
So the goal again at the end of the first day is to meet on that the east end of the belt of the genie, right? So if they're more comfortable taking that, I think it's forest just north of the mountains.
Yeah, it seems to be a light forest.
Yeah, like the darker forest. If they're more comfortable traveling through that towards that mountain on the first day, then that's fine. The point is of the first day is to meet up and make sure to have set up camp with all 3 teams on alert. You know.
Yeah.
They also bring up the concern that closer to the center is higher density of teams.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why we're trying to avoid it.
No, it's going to be higher density on the second day, because everyone's gonna think of that exact same plan. That's kind of the point. The point of the second day is to secure secure the tokens and help each other secure those tokens, because that's where we're going to be the most likely to find opposition.
And what about the ones that are
Our challenge. Like Vaughn would openly say, I commend them for the strategy being used, and it's a high risk, high reward, because, they're spending a lot of money on the still potential of losing.
Especially to us.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, yeah, they might get a power boost that increases their chances of success. It's not still a guarantee. So we're acknowledging that they exist and we're expecting to encounter them. But the point of this is to try and keep as condensed with all three teams as possible, while still taking advantage of the fact that we know what everybody wants. We want all teams to collect as many, collect their points and then communicate, or try and find a way to communicate and find the other teams, which should be in a parallel line, so it shouldn't be hard to locate one another when we're making our northward push. So, for instance, let's say Miska gets their third token really quickly, right? They can pivot towards where either our team or Elliot's team is, help them get their tokens, and then condense over to our team, help us get our tokens, and then we can just kind of move southward afterwards once we've attained the minimum necessity to advance, and then just focus on defense until the third day. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
so it's yes, we're going into the densest area, but I'll be if we work together, that'll be the easiest way to harvest the tokens we need to advance. So that way we can split out the days in a much more even, much more tactical way, because again, the third day is going to be a mad dash, and everyone's going to want to take control of the center for the beginning of the third day, because that's the least amount of travel for any other location, unless someone gets lucky and says, oh, we're camping on the northern face. Oh, hey, we're already where they're going to drop off and pick us up. If you're anywhere other than the middle, you're rolling dice and hoping you get lucky. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, on that note, where Vaughn would like to camp for the beginning of the second day would be one square up and one square right to where he's aiming to camp for the first day. So right on that peninsula, just to the southeastern end of the bright green forest.
Right, I see what you mean.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's the
peninsula of the bright green forest.
Yeah, to the bottom right hand of the bright green forest. So again, so using the square of the eastern. What?
Where that cave is?
Yeah, that looks like a cave. Because chances are that's probably where a large target is for Group KL.
Also a good place to build a base. If you can defend it there, you can take out anybody coming their way to try to take you out.
Exactly so. Because, again, chances are that would be the final location where all three teams are together, and if there's a team that's lacking in either KOs for the next day or not, we could probably utilize whatever's inside that cave to our advantage. And if there's nothing in the cave, well, then it's just an easy place to defend.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
I will do anything I am told. Right now. Wilson's not really the one to survive. Just, randomly in the Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. You're a great damage dealer.
I do my best.
You got us to cover your weaknesses.
Mm-hmm. And that's why we built the team the way we did. So that's Vaughn's recommendation for a plan. And depending on how the first day goes, if say that one team isn't able to make it to the first meetup point at the end of the first night, then adjustments will have to be made. With how above board, with how freakishly strong Elliot probably is, I don't suspect that they're gonna miss the first night.
Yeah, I think the other two groups are gonna do fine because story reasons.
It's the second day, but we're gonna go ahead and plan to help to be in a position to aid while still spreading out wide enough to catch, prey, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Vaughn's recommendation, and I think it's a good plan. But the immortal Mike Tyson, everyone has a plan until you get punched in the face.
I mean, it was better than my plan of drop on the farther eastern side and just make our way west and hope that we wipe out everything.
Mm-hmm.
Hoping for the best.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hoping for the best is plan
So
B.
you convene for the small amount of time that you're able. If you would like to, you can roll me a general investigation check on the surrounding teams, because it seems like everyone's getting it a lot.
Sure, I'll look around with my +0. What do I see with an 8?
I'll look with my +5.
I got an 18 with a +1.
If it would roll, we'll see.
I believe in you. Yeah,
22.
22. 18. Everybody's getting a lot randomly on which airship they're going to go on.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's going to be on a different one.
Yep.
Just group-wise. With a 22, you see 3 teams that are with people that you recognize. You recognize the team with Gabriel. You recognize the team with Hank. You also recognize the team with Hemlock.
And they're all doing what now?
They're all-
Wait, Gabriel, is that the Oath of Vengeance Paladin?
No,
No.
Okay.
Gabriel is the redirection wizard.
Gabriel's just a little guy.
He's basically has an ability to just send what you do to him back at you.
Back to you. He's just a little guy.
Pretty tall individual. The vengeance guy, your vampire hunter, that's not Gabriel, that's Miguel.
Miguel. So yeah, they're basically just getting their assignments.
Hemlock's
Does
team
anybody-
has 9. So does
Hemlock. So does Gabriel.
Gabriel. Clay
Does
Baker
Hank?
has the minimum amount.
So Hank has minimum, what, 5, 6.
I thought the minimum was 7. 7 and 9.
7 murder.
Yeah.
So out of all of those three people, is there anybody who looks excited? Is there anybody who looks like that's exactly what they wanted?
There is definitely a, like, there's an extreme introvert on Gabriel's team.
Yeah.
It's bad for him.
Oh, they have a quill. They're bringing their quill into this. Come on.
They're bringing their golden retriever into this. They are fully armored with the biggest beaming smile on their face.
Oh, that's their Gallon. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's about as beefy. And then Hemlock's group seems tactical. Very coordinated. You see one of the two that you saw that chased after Bellows there. There was a couple others that seem to be Gish and also mages of some type.
Nobody looks stressed about their placements.
No. There are people that are stressed with Gabriel's team. Clay Baker, Hank's team looks a bit, not underwhelming, but there is a issue that you see right off the bat. It looks like one of them, their team members, has the same type of regalia as Hemlock's team.
Oh.
Sabotage!
Turncoat.
Hank doesn't look especially joyful.
Oh, he might be one of the feeder teams.
Does the Emperor's nephew, whatever, ever come to us?
He looks over and just like looks and like looks away and then looks back.
I mean, he might be
Well,
high
they won't,
profile. He might be high profile, but so are a lot of us. So if he decides to join, I'm not gonna say no. He just has to ask.
He's not gonna do that.
I am the
So I think we're. I don't think he's joining, but that being said, so everyone's just being put onto random boats.
Yep.
All right.
And those are all the
Everybody's
people on the
consolidated.
same one.
Yep.
Oh god, that's gonna be bad for them. I'll make a
Yes.
note of that and like lean into Vaughn and let him know that.
Vaughn
Especially the regalia thing.
Vaughn will contemplate that, and pretty much what I said. He's probably that one team with the one regalia member is probably a feeder team, and that regalia member is probably there just to ensure that it happens. The insurance
least
plan,
they
so
have.
to speak. So the chances are that if they seem like the kind of team that would tactically use that kind of strategy. So, like I said, expecting it. Vaughn basically says, "I'm expecting to fight every team at their full power," so it doesn't change anything really.
Yeah, if you treat every fight like your last, you can't lose.
You can, but
You can. It's just going to be a lot more effort.
Well, we have to do a fine balance of trying to take out everyone like it's our lives depend on it, while at the same time not using up all of our resources instantly.
That's the goal. You see other teams like link up and like do their own battle plans and things like that. There are 5 teams that go to Hemlock, and as well as Gabriel's team.
The benefit with Kier's little bit, our three teams don't have to communicate at this stage, so we're not obviously sharing, who's with who.
Though I have no doubt that there's some sort of precaution in play where they know that I was using psionic abilities. Not like them, the players, or them, the contestants, the higher-ups, the people running the show.
Yeah. Maybe. But that's not something
you're
to care about, I
actually
guess.
graced with the presence of the God King and which could be assumed to be his wife, his pregnant wife.
Oh. That's so nice.
As they stand upon a podium and look to all the teams and speak out. Thank you all for joining us. This is the first round of the games, and currently the leaders and heads of each team have been marked. Please note that no one else may enter. These are all the teams that will be allowed. Now, what happens after this round could lead to various pathways. People can decide to leave, people can decide to give up, people can decide to change sides. All of these are options. The freedom of choice is one of the greatest freedoms that one could have. You have made your choice. And let it be known that whatever you bring into this challenge, you will be met with it in kind, to the fullest extent. And for those that are clever enough to have made strategies beforehand, or have thought to remove the bracelets, the restraints must stay on. If they are taken off by you, by each individual, willingly, you shall be removed. Tampering with these means the death of your trials. The end of your journey, as well as any safety that you would have. Do not think about taking them off or messing with them. You'll be loaded up on each of these airships and dropped in different directions at different locations. Only you are known to when you would like to be dropped off. You will then glide from 1,000 feet in the air. And at the moment of your descent, close to wherever your location you have chosen amongst your teams, will be encased in a protective bubble only once. The games start as soon as you jump. So, I pray thee for you all to have good games, endure challenges, and learn from them. To grow. And show us all what you're made of. the next 2 minutes, you will all be loaded up. That is your last time to speak. Anyone you cared about. Words will not be told to those of the arena. Your conversation will be your own. Those that are allowed, and you have given allowances, to look upon your team individually, will be able to see and hear what you say. But the audience will not.
So that'd be Quill and the cousin?
Mhm.
Okay.
They, your overseers, will be able to talk to you 10 minutes at the beginning of dawn and the end of night. And vice versa. There are challenges as well as things that will help you along the way, but time is of the essence. For each challenge could be taken by another, so you do not waste your chances. And think logically. Think tactically. For all that is valued in this arena is strength, cunning, and character. I wish you all a good morning. I cannot wait to see the fruits of all of your labors. Welcome to the games. And there's the plot and things like that, and he goes off. And does go talk with his nephew, Gabriel, for a small bit. And then goes off with other officiates, guards, and his wife.
Question.
Answer.
Because of the bracelet and because of just nothing, am I still able to speak with my trio, or are they silent at the moment?
You can still speak with them.
Okay, I just can't access the abilities. Got it. Okay, that wasn't a question I asked. So they're still there. Okay, just making sure.
I have a technicality question.
Technicality question? What's up?
Man said the games begin the second we jump. Does that mean I can shoot people while we're falling?
Maybe.
Like,
See-
like Perry would have just kind of looked around and be like, does that mean
I
can
would
shoot
say
people
yes.
if we jump?
I would say yeah. Start taking bodies and teeth, Perry.
Because, like, I'm
See-
kind of cool. I got wings. I can slow myself down enough to take
So we
Yeah,
damage.
you're not the only one that has flying speeds.
Exactly.
No, but see, that's the thing, right?
But be careful
Do you want to be the first person to light up that Pandora's box?
because like in
But it's just a question.
I mean,
Yes.
I'm not going to say you can do it.
You're
Yeah,
I want to be the
definitely
first
try.
person. I'm going to be shooting.
Yeah,
You think I'm not gonna be shooting?
Target.
Yeah, Perry's 100%. Listen, like, once someone gives her the okay, she's gonna be like, alright, cool, I'll start taking motherfuckers out once we jump.
So if you say that, Vaughn would say, "Don't fire unless fired upon, please." But if that's going to be something to worry about, then let's make sure we jump in, sequence, as in,
just remember.
we have people around you to, like, for instance, he put me and the Gallon in, like, intercepting paths.
Yeah, I will say this. There are those from all walks of life and races.
Yeah, some that'll be like, oh, pig target.
And also, not all items count as spells.
Mm-hmm.
They probably.
So, Vaughn would recommend
And to give you like ahead of time, people that are here are between level 5 and level 12.
Yep.
And there are probably around 120 teams.
Yeah. And you start taking people out the minute you see them. That's what Helson's gonna do.
Got it.
So,
You do whatever you want to do. Just be smart about it.
Yeah, because as soon as you shoot someone, someone's probably going to shoot back.
and the bubble only lasts once. Like he says.
So that bubble is when we land, or do we get to choose to use the bubble?
The bubble basically activates whenever you get close to the spot that you want to go. But it only lasts for a little bit.
So it only activates as we close in on the ground on the location where we intend to go. So basically,
you don't like fucking
so
plant and
So you don't fucking die.
yeah,
Yeah.
you don't take a swan dive into the ground.
gotcha. Okay,
So you
so that's what,
So you don't pull a Peggy Hill in the fucking
It's like
field.
it's like an airbag. Like, so if somebody, for example, takes somebody out in the air, they don't immediately die upon impact.
okay. So that's what
You can at least try to heal somebody.
Listen, I'm small. I'll be harder to hit. In the air, I'm small. I'll be harder to hit.
Yeah, but
Sure.
you're also tiny and
Whatever
What's your AC?
I mean, 14, but still.
Oh, you're so easy to hit.
Well,
You're so easy to hit.
you kind of
You're-
get
you're-
like a tiny pink target.
You're oh, you don't have your uncanny dodge right now.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's why I'm just
Nobody
like,
does.
you can do whatever you want. You just have to deal with the consequences.
The only person who could probably
I am a big proponent in. You can definitely do what you like to try to do.
Yeah,
fuck around and find out.
Yeah, like it's a fuck around, find out kind of
I
thing.
love fucking around and finding out.
Me too.
You know, Perry is not wearing studded leather armor, so maybe we should
Oh.
do that.
Am I not?
No,
I'm wearing studded leather armor.
Hey, we didn't put that in there.
that is your unarmored AC currently, so you have a 16.
Okay.
still not that high.
Alright.
Better.
It's
Much
better.
Much better.
It's better.
Yeah.
So
I'll take
So-
it. I'll take it. I'm willing to risk that.
as we're getting ready to drop, and depending on what happens on the way there, Ron would recommend not do that. Let's hit the ground first, because if we hit the ground and people start shooting us, at least people like me and Gallon can start to intercept the people shooting you. In the air, it's just you versus them. We can't help you.
I have range spells.
Well, don't waste your spells when we're in the air.
Cantrips.
I have range cantrips.
It was just a question of technicality. That doesn't mean I'm actually going to do it. I mean, now I'm really
Yeah,
tempted.
That's fine.
I'm really tempted.
We're
no,
just
that's
talking
just
about
Perry
this
just
while we're.
like saying to Vaughn, like, listen, now I'm really tempted to do it. So you
Yeah,
can't tell me not to do something. That makes me want to do it 10 times more.
I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying I recommend you don't. It's a completely different thing.
We're just in the airship flying by talking about this.
Exactly.
Yeah. And like nobody else is really talking except for like it's exciting as like I'm fucking hungry. I couldn't eat. It was like
Yeah, Perry is like practically bouncing.
did that
She's
fucking
so
little
excited.
fairy say that they're gonna try to make mass genocide in the air? I'm gonna fucking end that fairy.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is calling Perry out?
Some Aarakocra?
Some air core. Oh, well, okay, Perry. There's your first victim. Roast that chicken.
Not a chicken.
Roast that chicken.
I hope it's not a chicken. Chickens are mean.
But yeah.
They are fucking mean.
Fucking rooster Aarakocra right there.
Ugh. Hate it.
Ready,
I hate it.
ready to absolutely destroy you.
He dies first.
Just roast that
He's
chicken with some
got
garlic and
spurs
onion.
on like his actual like talons.
Let's
He's
welcome
ready
to the
to
jungle.
fucking go for the throat.
Roast the chicken. Don't let him intimidate you.
You do
Roast
also
the
see some individuals that you recognize that you took teeth from not long ago.
Oh.
I took teeth from individuals?
Oh, the trio.
I
Yeah.
didn't take teeth from them.
They
Look at that.
got knocked out.
I didn't take their teeth.
I thought you took a tusk. Either
No,
way.
I
Are you
wanted
sure?
one, but we didn't lose them. I'm positive.
So
know
consciously
I
taking
have-
teeth.
I have a physical notebook to obviously keep notes, and most of it is just what teeth I have. I have 5 teeth from Zara. And I think that's kind of it right now.
But yeah, you see the beefy boys and like the weird one with the fucking like
Muzzle jaw. Oh god!
muzzle jaw.
That fucker's here.
Yeah.
Oh, am I next to them? I want them to just be like,
Are they on our boat?
are they on our boat?
Yeah, they're on your boat.
I see them and I just go. I just drag my thumb and I just mouth the words, "You're next. Payback's a bitch."
And they look at you with a
What?
spiked tree trunk.
And I just go,
Vaughn gets in between them, waving his hands. No. It's not just them this time.
And they look at the other ones. There's more like ranged people.
Yeah.
Like that fucking... Oh my god, I don't remember what it was.
The Komodo dragon.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I don't like it.
So they're either going to take advantage of this opportunity and target us first, or they're going to avoid us. We don't know what the outcome of that fight was.
"No, I'm gonna take if that lizard dude's there. I'm taking out his other hand. I'm taking out his other hand."
Specifically, I also need to know above board 3 things.
Uh-huh.
Does your character want to kill?
No.
And also, is your character willing to kill to win?
No and yes.
No, yes.
Maybe.
No and
If-
no.
If they are trying to kill me,
Yeah, if they're gonna
I am
kill
going
me,
to
I'll-
kill
I'll have
them.
the right- Yeah, it's like they're.
Yeah, I
trying to
mean,
kill
if
me.
it's self-defense.
Yeah, it's self-defense. Killer. I'm gonna kill. I'm not gonna be the fucking psychopath in the murder games going, "I'm gonna kill everyone."
Galen's got a lot of mixed feelings.
Yeah, no, Vaughn is a no-no.
It depends. It depends on who it is.
It depends on how nice their teeth are.
Oh, God. Because if I kill them, I get them all.
Exactly.
Well, at least we know where Perry's priorities are.
But yeah, no, Vaughn's definitely a no-no.
Okay, Vaughn's a no-no?
Yep.
Alright.
Wilson's a very. It depends. It depends.
It
Yeah.
depends on who you're against.
If
Yes.
the guy's coming at me with the intent to kill,
I'm going
I'm
to
gonna
ask this
say-
question multiple times during this tournament, specifically through this, for each time that you're fighting against another team.
Mhm.
There is a reason for this.
And I think I know what it is, and it was alluded to already.
Try killing us.
No,
They're gonna try and giving us.
I have an idea, but that's besides the point.
We're gonna have to murder-
Either way, you'll gather up, you'll get to your destination on the ships, and they go fast. Like, exponentially fast.
Actually, Galen is a no.
Yeah, we all know what you can
No.
do. Yours
Galen,
is just
Galen
it's
doesn't
just-
want to murder.
could convince me. I'm kidding.
Do not rip the carpet.
Oh no.
What?
But yeah, so they go fast. How long does it take us to reach the island?
20 minutes.
Dang, it wasn't that far.
Either.
Airships going full Mach. And I will tell you right now, in this moment, as I roll randomly, from which direction you're coming from.
So it's either an early jump or a late jump for us because we're aiming for that ruins, right?
Yes.
Question: Is the psionic link between three teams? The three teams are still connected, or did that something interrupt that?
Technically, still connected at this moment.
Yeah, again, it lasts for 2 hours, and 2 hours since I casted it, and the range is 1 mile.
Oh, okay. So there's a range. So if they're more than okay, we'll see if that makes a difference. If that changes things.
That one's yours.
I was going to break the link when we landed and create one between Perry, Cayenne, myself, and someone else, so they can scout. Have them two scout. Try to find some place to bunker down, or monsters to kill.
If you need something to scout, Gallon still has that scouting thing that fucking Gwilly had.
What was the scouting thing that Willie had? I don't remember.
It creates a little bird, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. That's nifty.
I haven't used that in at all, but
That's where you have to fucking T-pose and go into it.
Familiar?
Yeah,
right, yeah, okay.
The scouting hummingbird brooch.
Right, yeah, right. I forgot about that because I never had a need to use it because Gwilly was god tier stealth.
Yeah, so Gallon can scout with that.
Mm-hmm. He'll just be incapacitated while he's using it.
I'll defend the guy while he's using it.
So
here we go. Gallon has a hummingbird familiar.
No one has cute little edge lord.
You're coming straight north.
Ooh.
To or from?
From.
So you're saying that we're still on the world map? Don't know if you meant for that or not, but
I can't see whatever map's on Foundry.
I don't know why. Everybody else is here. Bond.
Unless you haven't given me command or vision with the Vaughn token.
Oddly enough, I don't see your name. I don't see your initial underneath the main map thing. Maybe need a refresh.
It's loading.
Right now, we are one layer away from Laugh. We're at Laeh. Laeh. Well, there was GH and then Gallon left. Laegh. There we go.
Theodora.
That's your initial. Now
Stop.
we're Laugh GIF. Yeah. Leif. That's where we're at.
Okay, so are we going south to north or north to south?
North to south. I will bring up the map real quick. Give me 1 second.
My cat's doing the sleep twitches.
Oh,
So sweet.
She's dreaming.
She's dreaming.
Meanwhile, my cat is ripping at the carpet. It won't stop.
Oh.
Ours just wants love.
Ours wants
There's some-
attention.
There's something underneath there, and it wants it dead.
Its other parent
They want it dead.
doesn't like that. Well, she doesn't like to be separated.
Oh. Hey, baby boy.
Although she needs to get over it.
Oh, so
She
for
needs
my
to get over
cat,
it.
I settled on the name Tabitha. Tabby for short.
Oh, my heart.
Are you okay? Do you need to go to the hospital?
Also,
Like a good fan?
No, it's not Kitty Amazing.
Yeah, it's not Kitty Amazing.
But
So looking it up, Tabitha is a Greek name. There we go.
Oh,
Meaning
Greek
gazelle.
so
Meaning gracious.
So yeah, no. Depending on where things are now, we might have to pivot our plan for going to the ruins.
Hey, if we're going straight north or south, we're just late jumpers. Because the ruins are
Yeah,
straight smack in the middle.
Yeah, no. I'm just letting you know because that means we're going to with us being late jumpers, with boats coming from different directions.
Oh god,
Chances
darkness.
are,
I don't.
huh?
I don't own any. It's darkness. I don't own any tokens on this scene.
Yeah, it is really dark.
You didn't need to draw. Yep. There we go. Hey, I see. Actually, I don't see. There's no color.
Big lighting, global illumination. Damn.
There we go.
Hello, Theodora.
Oh, such a fancy name.
Oh, ma'am.
Theodora. Tabitha.
Look at Perry. Perry doesn't have an official token yet. So instead we have this copyright picture of a fairy.
Hey.
Hey.
Y'all gotta send them your heroes' fortunes. I
What
think.
I did in chat.
I really thought I did.
Sorry guys, this video is not going to be able to go on YouTube. We have copyright strikes now because of Perry's fairy.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, there's. It's like music and.
I don't own any tokens of the scene.
They go after. I don't think they're gonna go after a picture.
To be fair, that's an AI, so.
That was double
So-
theft.
So it's just all theft.
Oh my god. Just
What
look.
did I do?
I scrolled
happened?
right. You made it super wide, like mega wide.
I didn't. It made itself mega fucking wide. What the
Did you
fuck?
accidentally move us over to the other one that you were screwed up on? Because our tokens aren't here, so something happened.
10, 11, 12, 13.
I don't own any tokens on this scene. Also, I don't see anything.
Oh, I see something.
Like, can you shift click? I'm
I
just
didn't
stuck.
love to.
I'm stuck in gray, which means I can't scroll or zoom or anything because I don't have the map.
I also only see gray. What the fuck?
All right, if you personally view a different map and come back, you'll see the map at like the slight corner. You,
I do. There it is. See it?
yep. And then you can shift click, and all of us
Maybe.
stuck in the gray land can see it.
Of course.
Or not?
Not good enough size.
You see the corner of the map? You need for that corner of the map. You need to go like all the way up, as far like up into the corner as you can to right click and drag.
There we go.
Hey, I see things now. Parry is sideways.
Oh shit, she
That's
got
okay.
a crossbow sideways.
It's a kill shot.
Respect.
Is it-
What word respect? Respect damage.
And Vaughn is new actor 11.
I see that.
He hasn't been here long enough to get a name tag yet.
Yes, you are
He'll learn.
number 11. Have fun. And Gallon is really hurt.
All my dreams are coming true. Soon I will be a full-fledged henchman.
Oh, once I reach number 10, I get a name.
Yep. So you're going north to south, and you're going instead of each square going in within an hour. Each square is going a minute, and that's how fast you're going.
Oh, cool. So we got
Okay,
10
so,
minutes to.
What's our line north to south? Is it that grid? Is it that grid? Is it that
I mean,
grid?
It's dead middle.
Yeah, so it's gonna be
Uh,
that one or one to the right.
Alright, so we want to land right here then? Or do we want to go to the coast?
Let's land slightly south. That way we get plenty of time. That way, because I think other people are gonna try to land at the ruins themselves. That's very, whatever.
Because I thought we were going to land here.
Oh, when you said ruins, I thought I was looking there.
yeah, those are plateaus, my guy.
Oh, my bad. Ruins, yeah. So yeah, let's go. Okay, yeah.
So we'll land at the coast. We'll make our way north to the ruins, clear out whatever's there if we can. Because I also have a feeling the ruins are going to have quite a number of monsters in there.
That's what I think. So right here, then we can travel boom, 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 boom for the day.
You're
Yeah.
going.
So
Oh my goodness, you're going to do that?
it's an hour per thing, right?
Like it, honey. He's gonna throw something at us.
4,
We're not gonna
5. Yeah, that's still only 5 hours.
That's 5 hours. I understand the time, but you're not associating all the creatures that are there.
We don't know the
Blame.
kind of density. We'll once we figure
They're
out the
all
kind of density.
around. So
Yes.
I'm just saying. You can
Look,
totally do so. It's just that shit's wild to me.
No, see, because I mean, we don't know. We don't know what exactly is going to happen in each square. We don't know if it's going to be one event per square or if it's going to be 3 events per square.
Honey.
You know?
If the DM is saying, "Oh, you're gonna do that," I think that's a safe bet.
I think
Maybe
that's a
we
safe
shouldn't
bet
do
to
that.
not do that.
No,
Maybe we
I'll let you
should
do that.
No, instead we're gonna land. We're gonna land directly in this whirlpool and see what happens.
That's
Yeah.
a choice. It's part of that.
It's gonna lead to an underwater cave system where we're gonna be able to take out plenty of merfolk and gain our levels in no time.
Oh
Sounds
god.
good.
Yeah, we're gonna beat up the Little Mermaid.
Anybody
All right.
know how to operate
They're
water?
just not a part of it. They're just some simple bystanders, and we're just
Yeah, they're not a part of this world.
Beating the shit out of them for no reason.
You figured out my bystander puzzle.
They're not a part of this world. We're about to make
All right, Vaughn, plan B, because suddenly flying over, you see massive walking monsters, and you're like, huh.
We might have to rethink this.
All right, plan B. Where do you want to land?
Okay, you're being dropped from 1,000 feet.
Yeah, we got plenty of time to redirect.
So, the first people are already done. Second people are about to be dropped off.
Yep.
All right, Francis. Where to? We're just plan B because plan A isn't going to work. Apparently, you get a really bad idea that God Himself is telling you, don't.
No, what he said was travel all these squares. That's what he freaked out about. Not the fact that that's where we were landing.
That's your liking is the number of squares what got you going. Wow.
It was snaking that was fucking wild.
Why are we snaking in the first place? Why can't we just cross the river?
But what?
You said we're going to the ruins, right?
Yeah,
the ruins
right
are
here.
there.
Yeah. But the thing is, so there's the ruins right there. That's what we're aiming for, right?
And then
Yeah.
we want to do a clearing route. These 3 squares and then here to clear as much as possible. Get those levels for Perry and myself.
Yep. I was thinking going here, then here, then here, then here, then here, then up to our meeting space.
That's
Go
so
here
much
and here
stuff.
and here and here and here and here and here and here.
But
You can do what you want. I'm not going to stop you. I'm just saying that shit's wild.
I just
Actually, we're gonna stick with Plan A.
How
We're gonna drop
big-
at the hand, and then we're gonna make our way all the way down here, and then do here.
How big is each square? Like,
and
It's an
then
hour's
that.
worth of travel.
do you know how much shit you can run into in an hour?
See, that's what we don't know. We know that there's monsters. We don't know the density. We know that there's going to be events and things that happen. We don't know the density and how bad they're going to be on average.
You know what? We'll choose our
You know?
path after our first couple encounters, and then we'll decide whether or not we feel like we should push our luck or not.
We were
Yeah.
told that there will be some monsters worth an elimination. We have been told that there are some monsters that are worth full team eliminations.
And then Gallon can solo those, and then we'll be fine.
He's like, hold on a second.
Get me levels first, then we'll see.
Gallon soloed Strahd. He can solo whatever's on this area.
Oh, that's a pissant.
Rod is a little bitch. Gallon would literally go to his domain of dread and just fuck him up.
It's not even a domain of dread, it's a domain of wah.
It is!
Okay, so
Well,
we're gonna start with.
Let's
we're gonna do-
see what we're doing first. With
Yeah, we're gonna do the.
let's see what we fight in the first square.
Second team is already
Yeah, so
done.
we're gonna stop at the
Third
beach.
team's
This
about to
beach is our first stop, and then we'll do the hour walk to the ruins. And
Okay.
that's our first step.
And this is confirmed? Clear?
I think it should depend on whether or not there's still a team on the boat by that point. If there's a team on that boat, I want to hit the ruins first. If we're just the last ones on the boat for the very end, then we'll just AFK land.
We'll make our decision when we hit the mountains, Lycan.
Okay.
How many teams are left by the time we hit the mountains?
So, there was 30 teams on your ship.
Mm-hmm.
And there were ships following you as well. Because it was about
It's under
20 airships. And you saw ships bypass you from the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see any ships collide? Because that would be funny.
No,
No, there's a rhyme and reason. So chances are, if we late jump, we're gonna run into people who are already taking on events and stuff like that. So one of two things will happen: we'll get teams that are already situated and hold in, which will be a pain in the ass, or we're gonna third party some teams that are already interacting with things.
Well, there's also the idea that there might be someone on the ship themselves waiting for us to drop so they can hunt us down.
Which works in our favor just the same.
By the time you get to the mountains, there are 7 teams other than you still on.
All right, Francis, make a call. Beach or ruins?
I'd say ruins.
And saying that telepathically.
Yeah, no, saying it telepathically and saying ruins. Just straight onto the ruins.
Then I'll point at Holson and do message. I'll do message to everyone in the party, let them know. Jump in on ruins. Follow us. Because message can't be eavesdropped. Because message can't be eavesdropped on.
By the time you get to the ruins, there are only 3 teams.
So as soon as the ruins are in sight, Vaughn is going to, with a bit of an excited look on his face, because this is going to be fun. He's gonna take a look. He's gonna take a look, and then he's gonna take the first jump, because in the air, if they're gonna start attacking people, he can't do anything until he hits the ground. So for style points, he does a crazy monk shit backflip into the dive.
Akira would.
Oh, you go.
I was going to say that Akira would just lightly tap Zara, like just give her like a horse slap on the butt and motion her to jump off first, and then he'll turn to everyone else and say good luck as he does thumbs up and falls backwards, folding his wings so he does a straight bullet dive.
Yeah, no, that's what Vaughn's doing. He just booms, trying to make it straight, live bullet straight to the ground.
Alright.
Holson will just sprint and Is there anybody on the ship that she can see and she like knows? Is there anybody that she knows still on the ship? Nope. Then
So
she's
you
just
can
going
mix now.
to.
Did the trio of those fuckers jump earlier, or are they still waiting
They
for us?
jumped earlier to the other ruins.
Ah,
Yeah, so she's just gonna sprint, and then as she jumps off, she's gonna do like she's gonna kind of flip to her side so that she can turn herself around and look behind her to see if anybody else jumps off.
I mean, it's you're looking at Gallon.
Yeah,
I like to
I'm looking
imagine-
to make sure.
I like to imagine Gallon's just T-posing his way down. He didn't do any animation, just fucking walk face off.
No.
Face off.
No, literally, what he does is he just literally walks out. You know how
Yeah.
Kratos literally walks off like the fucking cliff in God of
Yeah.
War 3? Literally that.
Just
Right.
fucking walks off. And you're not like bullet diving or anything. You're just sort of flat. Just
No,
I'm just gonna make sure no other teams
going-
jump off.
like Kratos was, but not fast. Like, yeah.
okay. I totally would have thought the Golem would just T-pose for dominance the entire way down.
He has his sword out.
Harry, how you dropping?
I am going to put a bolt in my crossbow and kind of cock it, and I will fall out backwards,
I'm gonna
just ready
order
to shoot, just in case.
I'm gonna order Zara to stay near Perry because Zara flies faster than all of us. She has a 40-foot flying speed, and the reason it has to stay near Perry so Zara can use her reaction to imbue Perry's strikes with elemental damage.
And ride their back. Just air surf.
he's gonna air surf on
Yeah, I'm
someone.
gonna air surf on someone.
I mean, Gallon's just kind of like, whoa, so you can just jump right after him and air surf him down.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Am I a gallon ship? Yeah. Am I a
Gallon.
gallon ship?
Check.
Yeah, Gallon,
Wait,
she's
what?
doing a kickflip on you.
I'm gonna air surf on you and the recreate this the speed us down. Sonic.
So you kick Gallon in the back, basically.
He's kind of like tackle you, like as you're getting ready to walk off, like be
Yeah.
all edgy and shit. Nuh-uh, tackles you and starts riding you down like a surfboard.
Yeah.
I literally throw her off. No, Gallon literally reaches behind and fucking tosses you down. He is pissed right now.
Roll athletics.
Oh, come on, Spotty! Spoil!
Does anybody else jump off the? Does anybody else jump off the ship besides like our team?
No.
Aw.
Well,
It's
in that I'll flip back around and like bullet to the ground essentially.
20 athletics. Like,
You can try and dodge via either athletics or acrobatics. There.
Because he's technically doing the shove action, so.
So does Kaya need to roll to attack then?
Athletics
She
or
can't.
acrobatics.
No.
Yeah, she can if she wants to. Or she can just let him toss her off.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll.
Fling her.
I'm gonna roll.
No. Do you want to roll to hit, or are you just gonna aim for it and just let him toss you off when he says no?
Oh, really? Not big.
oh no, he doesn't say a word.
Just stop points.
Yeah, he's our resident edgelord. He's gonna be Sourpuss.
Yeah, 18 plus stuff.
A total? Need a total.
It's total.
Stop.
She wasn't expecting to be playing at this point.
No, it was not. There we go. Why did I?
What was yours, Gallon?
26.
26.
Oh, you ain't beating that.
Oh, no, you don't know that.
No,
You don't
you're
know
not beating that.
You don't-
You're not beating
Unless you have literally
Unless you have
Nine.
expertise,
Plus 8
you're
in
not doing it.
Bitch!
Yeah, you're
yeah,
not
he
beating that.
flings you.
and he is using and I would like to say he's using his vampire strength for that throw.
Oh, you get thrown far.
You passed everybody.
You get thrown farther down faster.
So you're
as I see your path.
I'm gonna try to save this and make it look cool.
No, you're
As I see your-
spinning ass over Tifa.
As I see her pass Vaughn and me, I'll spread my wings to slow down until I'm near Gallon, and I'll just sort of look to him and tap my head and say, "Temper, temper."
No.
Gallon
As she's getting
faceless
thrown,
ass.
you fucking wet blanket!
We need it on our side right now, Gallon.
And I don't need people jumping on my back.
In my defense, it was all.
No, you're way down
It
there.
was just, in Cayenne's defense, it was all in good fun.
No, we're
YOLO!
ready to. We're ready to fight.
There's Vaughn who's going like a straight bullet, very clean dive, and then there's just Cayenne.
You're doing basically the Puss in Boots cartwheel past everybody via the. You're about to go like 1G.
Oh my god.
I'm saying,
Gallon strong.
I'll just tap Gallon on the shoulder and say, "Race you." And then I'll
This
fold my
you-
wings and bullet dive.
This he will accept and dive.
So, as the last one to jump off is Hallister, and he goes into a corkscrew.
I figured
and
he was just gonna attempt Gallon's thing, or just sort of just.
yeah, he goes into a corkscrew dive with the shield first. You do see him do something to re-maneuver himself closer to who would you have put him with? Who is his buddy?
What, buddy? We're all together, and it's uneven. Oh, it's not uneven.
Who do you want him to use his abilities on? That's what.
Oh, Gallon. Buff Gallon.
Yeah.
You have the fuck out of me.
Yeah, because out of all of us, Gallon and Cayenne are the best options because they use their weapons the most. That's not saying that Perry doesn't use her weapon, but she gets sneak attack.
Yeah,
Valid.
sneak attack.
Vaughn doesn't have weapons or armor, so
No.
And Holson has Eldritch Blast.
The fucking JoJo character.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Oh, she has her
it's,
sword.
it's best for she does have her sword, but right now her best damage is going to be that.
If Gallon
Unless-
only has one attack now, oh boy, is my one sword attack gonna do a lot of damage.
So it's best for him to buff either Cayenne or Gallon. So told him to keep focus on those two.
Yeah, just to let you know, he has the interception fighting style.
Awesome.
Love that.
So is he going to use it to get close to Gallon?
So he actually, like, you saw him with his full armor. He has bits of chain wrapped around one of his gauntlets, and he just whips back with the arm, with the shield, and then throws forward, and the chains expand and grow and wrap towards Gallon, pulling him towards them.
Oh, I guess I went in a race, Gallon.
Yeah.
Keeping with the momentum, just keeping at your flank, not really slowing you down.
Do I know that this is a support link?
Yeah.
All right.
He told you he told you guys what his abilities are.
Then
Yeah.
no, I'm not gonna do anything about that.
Yeah, and so he just gets into position right next to you, and like looks towards you, and like does a nod.
I'll nod at him too.
So we're dropping from 1,000 feet. That's exactly 2 rounds worth of falling.
Yep.
I had made it in one.
I made it in one.
Yeah, Kyan, you would reach the ground first.
even if I was the first one with a purposeful bullet dive,
She got
What
20.
it does versus supernatural strength getting thrown.
He got thrown by someone who can lift 14,000 pounds.
All right.
She
Well,
also got 26.
Don't worry,
athletic
you're
check.
going to be second.
I get like singe marks because I'm essentially racing at the speed of a fucking asteroid.
I like to imagine when Gallon tossed her, a bunch of her loose fur from her deer legs just left behind in a cloud.
Like in just a perfect outline.
Yeah.
And
it's like a cartoon.
Oh, she'll leave it up like that too. Just fucking impact.
You start to like get within 60 feet, 40 feet,
Oh shit.
no bubble. 30 feet, no bubble.
Hold on. Well, as we're falling, I want to keep an eye out for any creatures. These ruins are probably occupied.
No,
so I wanna
I do. That's something I was gonna say. Is as we're falling, Vaughn's kind of like keeping a scope out, see one of those creatures or two of
There
their team
are-
activity.
100% people flying out of the air from different areas. And
I am pretty
to,
sure I
like,
got a
near
target on
there.
my back.
No, but like more primarily within like 300 yards of where we're landing.
There are airborne creatures.
And also,
on the
I don't want
coast.
to. And also, I don't want to land in
Just
the middle of
airborne
the monsters.
creatures?
Yeah, currently there's no monsters you can see.
Oh, good.
Okay, so where the fuck do I crash? Please not in a monster, in a hungry monster.
20
den.
feet, and then you're like, oh fuck. And then a large pink bubble apparates around you, and then just impacts to the point of almost popping, and then doom, 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 doom. So, you have a choice. You can be outside of the ruins, or within the ruins. What do you want to do?
Where are we meeting at?
Do we want to travel into it, or do we want to travel out of it?
Do you want to land there, or do you want to land outside of it?
We want to
Land
land near the.
outside.
Yeah, we want to land. We want to land near the ruins edge and see if we actually have anyone we need to worry about.
Yeah,
See them coming in.
The ruins edge, depending on the ruins and the type of monsters that could be there, i.e., anything supernatural like undead, fiends, something like that. Gallon's new first level ability will help us out a lot here.
Yeah, so let's try. Vaughn is going to aim for very close to it, and as soon as he does the land with the very well practiced 3-point landing after the balloon pops, I'm going to start. If I didn't see anything, I'm going to start looking for signs of activity like footprints and see if anyone's landed here yet.
Yeah, you saw from a ways away from the high distance above, people have already landed
Yep.
and are getting away.
They're getting away?
Away from, like, certain places. Like, as in, they probably saw other groups and didn't want to engage at this moment.
Okay. So as I land near the entrance of the temple or the ruins, I'm going to see if there's any footprints leading into it.
Roll me investigation. Nope, survival. Or investigation.
Survival is much better. I'm going to re-roll that. Much better.
19?
19.
There are some footprints.
Is there a full
They-
team?
You don't see a full team. You don't see a team really yet at all. What teams you did saw were on the outskirts,
Mm-hmm.
heading like more inland or out to the coast.
Okay, but there's only a few sets of footprints going in.
There is, with a 19, half dozen footprints.
All right, so probably there's a team, one of the smaller teams in here.
Yeah, Kira will
Vaughn
glide
will-
in. We'll glide in and land next to you.
The boots seem to be fairly similar.
Mm.
I'm gonna look around. Like, do you see where Cayenne landed?
Just over there behind that pillar.
Did just hear the screams of excitement. Ah! Do it again!
Cayenne, scout, please.
Once Gallon lands, he's gonna hummingbird.
Okay. As soon as you hummingbird, yes, Alistair will just look over your body.
Vaughn will stand up from where he was looking at the boots. Ashbringer. From what I can tell already, there's I think one of the smaller group of 7 or so, mayhaps already entered into these ruins.
Oh, let's hope they're already finding some monsters then. Perry,
Yeah, well,
look around for the ferry.
She does like a tuck and roll to land, forgetting about the bubble. So she just kind of looks stupid as the bubble opens around her.
When everybody is like doing that, can I listen for any like commotions? Like, yes, feet are nice, but can I hear any like clashing anywhere?
Roll me a perception check.
By the way, Lycan, if
wow,
Staticky.
that's
Yeah.
You're staticky and very quiet.
I'm about to say,
if there's anything Fae Fiend or Undead, I get advantage on tracking.
Yeah. So
I got a dirty 20 on perception.
you hear a large amount of wind whip up, and you also hear the echoes of combat from the distance. More southward
Nothing
towards the
up close.
coast, as you all do see creatures attacking from the air.
all right then. Ashbringer, do you want me, Cayenne, and Perry to go ahead and advance forward? Do I see the hummingbird zip past into the ruins, or do you scout around the ruins, Galen?
Oh, he scouts around the ruins and then he was gonna go in.
Yes. Vaughn, you and the ladies head on in, see if you can't find them. Stay safe. Use the link to contact us. We need to watch over Galen
Understood.
while he's blind.
Understood.
Pulse-
Yeah, make sure
Coulson.
that fourth person is Gallon, so that way you can interact with him.
Holson, do you want to go as Vaughn inside the ruins or stay here and guard Galen?
God, Galen.
Right, we'll stay here. And I will use a side eye to recreate another link.
Alright?
And I will link Galen, Vaughn, Perry, and myself.
Alright, and then Gallon will just say everything you see. Like, do I see anything? Do I need to roll my perception?
You need to roll perception now.
Do I get advantage?
You do not.
So right now, Vaughn, Cayenne, and Perry are tracking those footprints to try to find out where they went.
Into the ruins, yep.
And Holson, Halster, and myself are staying near Galen until he finishes scouting, and then we'll follow.
Also say those footprints aren't fresh.
Yeah, fresh is one. Well, fresh is. At most they would have been here 7 to 8 minutes before us. Unless there's
Something else.
so they're not 7 to 8 minutes old.
We have this link for 6 hours.
No, he mentioned the tracks, because say every single ship landed or hit the island roughly at the same time with about a minute or two discrepancy. The most that there would be, since it was a minute per square, as it was zipping past over the island. If these tracks are more than 10 minutes old, then something's weird.
Like,
Y'all do that. I'm gonna dip for the night. But
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm continuing my perception, like listening for anybody, popping off cantrips if I have to.
I mean, we won't
But-
be going for much longer.
But yeah,
No,
we
I'll
are,
see you all.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Next
I have
week.
work at. I have to
Yeah,
get
we're
up
about
at
to end.
6:30. Okay.
We'll do
I
some.
have
We'll do
work
some
at
scouting.
6:30.
We'll do some scouting and end. So if you want to hop
Sorry.
off, Perry, you're good too.
All right.
to-
Good night.
So,
All right. So we'll do Cayenne and Vaughn scouting and then call it good.
Oof.
ooh,
Ooh.
oh,
21, I'll tell everybody what they get. Yes. Good night, guys.
21?
Yeah.
You see armor. It, like, sand rutted armor.
oh.
I'll
Almost
inform-
like it's petrified.
I'll inform everybody of that through the psychic link. Alright. I'm gonna go to bed now.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And the tracks are like an hour old.
No, Akira's not a
Wait,
monster.
I didn't know that.
Akira's not a monster hunter, but he does live in the desert and the plains. Would he know what type of Like, I know Medusa is basilisk and whatnot, but would Akira know to look out for this?
Well, Medusa's basilisks don't make boot prints.
Medusas
human.
do because they actually have humanoid legs, but
Yeah.
basilisks do turn things to stone, so there is a chance for it being Medusa.
It's
Wait,
possible
wait.
most Medusas, if they're in a territory, they can do the two-legged thing, but they do tend to shape change the bottom of their legs to a serpent.
All right.
So, tracks aren't beasts.
No, it's about half a dozen tracks, and they're boots, and they're an hour old, which doesn't make any sense because
It's just the monsters. It's just the monsters that live here. We're gonna kill them and get their points.
The monsters were boots? Was your Calvin Klein nearby?
So, with that knowledge, Vaughn will share that with Akir and whatnot. And with that, Vaughn will go ahead and lead the ladies into the tomb or into the ruins.
I recommend stealthing.
Oh no, we're stealthing. So,
Bow drawn, but I'm just ducking low.
so stealth 23.
Alright.
All right, 23.
Alright.
1.
Oh.
21.
Too bad.
Perry. You have Perry sheet legging, so you can roll for her.
Yeah.
Or you just want to take theirs and say it's good for now, because that's an
I
average
think
of
it's good
22.
for now.
Okay.
As her stealth is plus 10.
Yeah. Oh wow. Hey, use her reroll.
Yeah.
And no, we have a pretty
Pretty
Oh,
stealthy.
shit.
Oh, what?
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright.
So it's pretty tight. Totally
Can you drag Zara out?
Sure, sure.
Thank you.
So, with that in mind, you make your way through the temple. It is that of limestone and things of that nature. You do see those petrified armors.
When I walk past one of those petrified armors, I'll go ahead and take a look. Is there a body in it, or is it like
Just
armor? Like, I'll look through the eye holes.
Roll investigation.
Oh, Lord. Son of a bitch. I got a 4.
And you're getting up close to it?
Yeah, no, Vaughn's getting up close to look into the eye holes to see if there's like a face in it.
This armor looks weird and it looks semi-decrepit. Pretty sure whatever's inside of it is meat. And so you think that.
But yeah, no, seeing as that failed, I'm just moving past it until I find something that's alive or moving.
Yeah, no, Kyan's gonna.
Also looking for signs of traps and such.
Yeah, Kyan's
No traps. But you do see somebody's corpse.
Fresh.
Fresh.
But Vaughn will look around. Like, is it around the corner, or is it just in the middle of the hallway,
Middle of
or like a
the
walkway?
square.
Vaughn will kind of give a hand, say a hold position right here, kind of signal for Perry and Cayenne, and looking around, I don't see anyone. It's just a corpse. Vaughn will.
It's more like sinew. Like, it's definitely fresh.
Vaughn will do a quick seek around, make sure there's nothing like around watching that body, so to speak. And he will. Would I have to roll anything to double check, or is there nothing in this square?
All three of you are in the square or near it.
Like in an alleyway surrounding it, looking into it, where I see
Not
the
much
body.
of alleyways. It's very much of like there's a few buildings and a square and a bridge that are connected by sand.
Yeah, I'm imagining
Alright,
Halo. I'm imagining Halo 3 sand trap.
And like a big temple that's barely there.
All right. Well, if I don't see anything dangerous overlooking the body, Vaughn will go ahead and approach it, and kind of like, if there's something quick to grab or take a quick look of it and try and identify what happened, and then I'll move on to a different thing.
You don't have to really see much because the fun thing is you hear crunching.
Crunching as in boots crunching stone, or something getting crunched between teeth?
Crunch between teeth, like metal being crunched between teeth. And you see from around a corner this creature.
Oh fuck.
This creature.
This creature.
Yeah, bitch.
Creature named this. Where are you putting it? Discord.
It's an art.
Oh, what in the absolute fuck is that?
Is there just one, or is it big?
And there are around 6 of them encroaching onto the square, coming from behind you. The one that you
Oh,
looked
so
at.
we were passing them. Vaughn. So they're following us at the moment.
They see you, and you see and hear them like screech, like a chittering screech.
What Perry said, what in the Reese's Pieces peanut butter is that?
Yeah, no.
And those that are outside of this area also hear this screech.
Vaughn just all you hear in the audio chat or the mental link is just shit.
You just had to go.
And that's where we're gonna end it.
All right.
No, we didn't run past, or we didn't run into them. Ran or stealth past them. Thank you very much.
kind of hot.
I mean,
Oh my
kind
god.
of.
God. All right. Well, that's our first encounter. I was when I saw them, I was like, oh, it's probably a big thing. No, it's just a bunch of small things. Fun.
Well, on the bright
They're
side,
all-
we're not that far away. We're only like 2 rounds.
Yeah, you're like 2 rounds away. Yep, these are some medium aberrations.
Fun.
I was gonna have Zara perch on top of a ruinous pillar nearby and keep an eye out for other in quotes players.
Yeah, this
Sounds
thing is
good.
called the Eater of Dust.
Eater of
Eat my
dust.
dust. Eat my
It's a
dust.
vacuum cleaner.
It's a fantasy vacuum cleaner for $49.
Yeah, and you're the Dust Bunnies.
Mm-hmm. These are what happens when those dust bunnies get, swole.
Yeah. These are not going to be fun to fight.
And of course, it's the first thing we fucking encounter.
Just letting you know, these are not going to be fun to fight.
Yeah, well,
They each count as one, but they're not easy ones.
Well, that's the point of ones is, especially, I'm pretty sure the point of the creatures isn't for people to fight them 1v1.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
So,
The point is as a team, but the thing is we have 3 people divided by the rest of the team in, well, a walkway. So, either way.
They? Yeah, how many are there? Like
6.
3? 6?
6.
We're fucked. We're boned. We're gonna die.
All because of a 4 investigation.
Well, she could have investigated too.
Wait, what?
You could have investigated too, but
Here, you
Yeah, I'm not gonna give-
reroll.
Look. My investigation.
what's
okay, if his investigation was worse, mine would have been the worst fucking thing imaginable. It was 0.
I rolled a 3.
Honey, I got a +0.
But yeah, no, what's done is done. It's kind of like, didn't see any traps, just saw random ass fucking, how the fuck were we supposed to know kind of deal, you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
like I said, there's some weird shit on this island.
Well, he pointed out the statues, and my first thought was, oh, they're petrified, not, oh, they're mimics, or not mimics, but they're living.
The chameleon type creatures.
They're statuesque. These creatures are 7 feet tall and weigh about 350 pounds.
Holy shit!
Yep, and they're probably gonna have some.
Enemy.
They're probably gonna have a bunch of crazy physical resistances and bullshit because they're probably. We'll see.
All I know is that I'm gonna do my
Rip it
best. All I know is I'm gonna do my best to try to stay high to try to ensure that we don't get third-partied.
Mm-hmm. No, that's perfectly fine. These are gonna be valuable. That's 6 KOs if we can get them.
Yeah.
Either way, you all have a good night.
Mm-hmm.
Ending recording.